It's so funny. It's 9 p.m. there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We're half a world apart.
Yeah, but thank God for technology, man.
It's cool.
Can you hear me?
Yep. You hear me good and everything?
Awesome. Yep. All good.
Perfect. So, have you been doing FPV for a long time, right?
I mean, I wouldn't consider it long. Like 6 years.
Okay,
Oh,
so
actually, that's long.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It still feels like fresh and recent for me.
It's still exciting for you.
Yeah. So when are we live?
We are live.
We're live?
We are live.
Oh, hi everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Put on a smile. Act like you're enjoying this.
All right. So, what? Thanks for having me on, Matt. Really appreciate it.
No problem. It's just like I've just been interviewing everyone that I can that's, having fun and enjoying the little stuff especially. And I've always seen your videos, and I have that little, like the chime at the beginning, like, I can't do it.
Yeah, I watch yours too, though. It's like, you've got like lots of good stuff going on the streams. You got like a couple of you got Sean D the last video. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah. So it was like that was nice.
Yeah, he's really he looks so young.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
and he is young.
young.
He had 3 kids pretty early, I guess. It's just I didn't have any kids till I turned 30, right? And you don't have any kids, right?
I don't have any kids. We married late.
Okay, well that's why you look so happy all the time and get playing with the drones so much.
Less stress.
I think the first video I saw with you was the Crux 35. And then,
yes.
So that was close to when we love drones, Ariel. It's just like all you do is talk about those stupid drones.
Say hi to the family for me, please.
Yeah, he says hi to you, Mama. She says hi too. When she's nearby, you'll like hear nasty things like out of the, whispers of nasty things in the back.
It's like those little voices at the back of your head.
So like, how did you and you also seem to have like a good crew of people around you that are always flying too, right?
Oh, those are my buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very important to have like, a good bunch of people with you all the time. I mean, like because Singapore is so small, right? And I'm based here. So and there's only like limited amount of spaces that we can fly at. So thankfully, the people that I meet throughout the whole 6 years of my FPV life is like, I get to meet like awesome people that, that become good buddies. And some of my buddies poison into the hobby.
Some of your good buddies, what?
Poisoned into the hobby.
Oh, I thought they were poisoned for the hobby.
Now they got poisoned into the hobby.
Like you make some friends and then it's just like there's that one idiot and you can't get away from them. Ariel just said that would be me.
Yeah, it's like but here's the thing, it's like once you start FPV drones, right, it's like one big hellhole that you can't get out of. It's like it's kind of drugs that's very, very extremely addictive.
Well, it's just being able to fly, right? It's like, to me, it's kind of like a necessity. Like it's like people that need a car to do something, or they need it for work, or they need it for something. Like I'm like that with my motorcycle. But
I've seen your bikes, man. Those are really awesome.
But with the drones, it's like you can't not fly. Like
for some, I think it's like a form of release, like a form of getaway or escape. Yeah, that's the word.
Freedom.
Freedom,
like,
yeah.
It's freedom, like the ability to jump off a building, basically, and know what that looks like, and then not die, right?
Yeah, a morbid interpretation, but okay.
Exactly. Like it's something very like when in time, the only people that would get to experience anything like that is jet pilots. And like when we were young, you know, there was no internet, and for entertainment at the fair, there used to be those the airplane stunters, and with the old airplanes where they make the smoke come, and they'd like, you know what I mean, like do the spin and then at the last second catch themselves. And that,
I hear you, man.
That to me, like that childhood memories of like that is what I feel like. I think that's what it feels like. We get to be jet pilots, and we get to do it for a few $100 instead of like I never forget at one of the salons I worked at, I did hair for this fancy like Russian guy, and he said to me, he's like, you know, you should fly the airplane. It's only $7,000. Like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Oh yeah, just $7,000 is, I know, it's not much.
Yeah, you know what? I will fly there, but then you can die.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. This, I mean, it's less risky as compared to driving on the roads, but you know, it's a hefty amount.
How did you start? Like, what got you into it?
I was like looking at drones one time, and I thought that, you know, wanted to get myself one. Then those video drones were kind of pretty boring. And then I caught sight of, I think it was like Racing League. I can't remember who was racing. It was like so long ago. I think it was Min Chan Kim who was flying.
Okay.
And then so then I thought, I was like, oh shit, that is so damn cool. Yeah, so that's how I got into it. And a buddy of mine, an acquaintance is like, got me associated with the drones. You know, okay, this is a drone. He's like passed me one that he wasn't using, and you know, so that's how it all began.
And what were those? Like, what did you start on? What was your starting
It was
like?
like Walkera 5-inch.
Okay.
Yeah, a 3D one, the one that you can actually fly upside down.
Because
of course I didn't go 3D then.
Yeah, no. When I started, someone tried to sell me one of those. But by the time I started, that was probably like 3 years later from you. So all that stuff was more old tech.
Oh yeah.
So you
like
get
F3 boards.
Yeah.
Or F4 boards. Yeah. At that time when I first started, F7 was just starting to get in.
I just flew, I think, my first F7 recently. I was always just in the 411s.
Yeah, because the F4 boards are actually pretty, how shall I put, versatile. I mean, it's like, you know, it's able
decent.
to, yeah.
Like,
so
I saw Phoenix or whatever, and then I'm just like, you know what? I'll do it. I got like the Rush F7, and the first time I flew it, I still haven't like posted, but I'm just like, oh my god.
yeah.
It flies nice.
Yeah, and all stop.
What do you mean?
Like stock tunes and everything.
I don't know.
So you just plug it in, and it's like, you know, if it in original setting, you just take off and fly.
I don't understand.
All right. Okay. So this was like this F7 that you had. Was it like yours or?
Oh, I got one off AliExpress for like, it was bloody. Because see, when I started, the Gemku all-in-one M6000s.
Right.
That was like the most popular budget board. there wasn't like the Speedy Bee and whatever.
Yep.
Everything I'm flying, most of what I've been flying is like 4S. The 4S, 3-inch, like when the GTR, like the Diatone GTR was popular, and then I started flying Happymodel, all the Cruxes, right? And the Crux is on the M6. The original one's on M6000 also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had all these M6000 like boards, so I've been flying all of them, and then the whole COVID and everything came, and then the M6000 stopped. So I've just been like enjoying all those old 411 Gemcus and the Crux 30. I bought like 5 Crux 35s. So
5. Oh, that's not many. I've still got that one. Just that one.
That's your first one?
It's my first one and still the only one.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, it's a bit. It doesn't look original because I've had the mounts reprinted and another antenna replaced. This is like the V2 bottom plate. Yeah. And this has been replaced with white foam instead of the original black. Don't know what happened to that one. Yeah, so it's gone through a lot.
How did you start getting like sponsored by Happymodel? Did they reach to you? Did you reach to them? Like tell us that story.
Well, the first Happymodel pilot, Nathan Loops.
Yep.
Yeah, so me and him were friends like way back before he got sponsored, and then so after he was sponsored, then there was Angry Dawn and Kaiju Power. So then they were watching my videos, and then that's how it all started, and then that's how I joined the Happymodel team. Yeah, I was flying the Mobula 6 then. Yeah. So and the Mobula 6 like totally changed the way I fly. I was struggling with like tiny whoops for like since forever. I've been tuning them, and
I still hate tiny whoops.
I love it, man. It's like it's so convenient to fly. It's so easy to carry. Like in like one hand, you can get like 5 packs and the whoop itself.
But like when you compare that to flying a Crux 35, I'm just like, how? Like how can you ever justify flying like a whoop, like with the stupid little batteries and the stupid little motors and a 2-minute flight time? Like I'm just like, how can anyone like want to do that when you can like just put on the Crux 35 and like go to town,
Yeah, I don't know. It has its own like awesomeness to it. It's like it's really really tiny and small, and it's like it can go like literally anywhere, like in corridors, rooms, and whatnot. You can't fly the Crux 35. Yeah,
I like it for the mall. Like to me, the whoops are for flying in the mall or flying in places you're not allowed to. That's like the only like and like we have winter, but you don't have winter, so you have no excuse.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I'm usually in Japan in the winter.
Okay.
So it just gets wet and sticky and hot here in Singapore in the winters. Yeah. So yeah, but the thing is like if winter comes, it's like you have the tiny whoop to like just whoop around small places. It's like really nice, areas to fly at. Yeah, we call it whoop season, man.
I really like Angry Dawn a lot too. Like, have you met him in person?
Nope.
No, I just online he seems so sassy,
He's quite a character, but once you get to know him, right, it's like he is an awesome dude. I mean, it's like French, but you speak French, right? In Toronto.
You know what?
No.
Like every other country teaches people how to speak English. Like you can speak English, right?
Yeah.
But when they teach us French in Canada, it's a joke. Like I went to a French school for grade 1, and I learned more in grade 1 than the whole education. Like our French is so useless. It's just like bonjour, je m'appelle Mathieu. Qu'est-ce que c'est? You know, like our French is just it's garbage.
Yes.
Like I'd be able to get food and go to the toilet. That's as far as my French skills go. But like
Nice.
you learned English at school, right?
Yeah. It's first language here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
So,
there
yeah,
is there language Singaporean or is that just
no. Yeah, Singapore. I mean, the language in Singapore is English.
okay?
Yeah. So then we have the ethnic languages, like the Chinese, the Malays, the Indians, and whatnot. Like, and me. So
Well, what's your
I'm
what's your
mixed.
nationality?
So I mean, nationality, I'm Singaporean. Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm mixed. So it's like my brother lives in the US, so and was there for a while. Yeah, but yeah, Singaporean, Indian, Malay, Chinese, and Eurasian.
So do you speak Mandarin or Cantonese?
I speak Mandarin. I don't speak Cantonese. Cantonese is a whole different
Oh,
level
I
of
know.
Chinese, man.
So I
Yeah,
grew up in an area that was all Asians.
right.
Yeah, so like when I was small, like in grade 5, all
Yeah.
the Asians moved into my neighborhood. Like just it was like, now it's Indians, but back then it was just the Asians came in like crazy. And
Chinese,
we li-
Vietnamese.
yeah, there were like farms.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's bungalows, so I live in the bungalows, and then the farms turn into all these huge houses, and then all the Asians moved in.
Ah.
And they all were better at me at the chess club, and they all
Oh
beat
yeah.
me. They could all draw better than me, so I didn't like Asians for a little bit.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
I was just like, I would spend like a week trying to draw Spider-Man or Wolverine, and
And
then
it'll be
they would
like
come
10
and like
minutes.
and draw this beautiful, cute cartoon, and just
Yeah,
be
with
like,
two hands.
yeah, it's just like, why even bother?
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, back to Angry Dawn. So it's like he's helped out a lot in the drone community, and especially with Happymodel. It's like he made a huge difference and created lots of good stuff and did lots of tests. Like he literally does the tests
Yeah,
himself. Yeah,
he could
he's
tune. He
yeah,
could
it's like
tune.
he pit tune like right down from the electronics to the mechanical aspects or whatever, everything. He just does it. Just one crazy guy, so we call him Crazy French. Yes, to you, Angry Don.
He just says it as it is. Mind you, like the batteries, like I don't know how he gets such good performance out of those crappy batteries.
Oh, actually, batteries are quite standard. It's not, they're not really crappy. It's the tune from the quad.
Well, like
So
I ordered because of him. I ordered bloody those Alien RC batteries,
okay, those don't last.
and they came with like a net the resistance of like 50.
Yeah, I mean, but back then it was good at its time.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's the one thing where I'm just like, and he still uses like the PH1
yeah,
versus like the PH2, and it's like I noticed like a noticeable difference when you're on the PH2. Like it's
yeah,
just more stable, and
yeah.
certain batches of batteries like the 381S purple are terrible. You know what I mean? Those G&B, those purple 380s, I find them to
Yeah,
be.
I use those.
I don't like them. Maybe
I
just
love them.
I had the GNB 27s and they just fall off and they just don't. I don't know. Okay, see, so yours aren't the folded cell, right?
It's a
Yes.
little puffy though. This
Yeah,
one's
so
dead.
I don't know. The folded cell version of those are just terrible. So,
Yeah, these are good
but
though.
the new A30 530s are very good. Have you tried those?
Yep. A30. Do I have those? Yes, I do have. No, I don't use A30 for my batteries because I'm using XT30s. So yeah,
You're using SC30s on 1S?
yeah. No, wait. What am I talking about? A30s are this. There we go.
Yeah.
That's an A30 right there.
Basically. So the yellow ones, the 530s.
Oh, the 530s. The 530s, I have those on PH2.
Yeah,
And
basically.
yeah, and there we go. No, mine's a 660.
Yeah, see, so those the 530 ones are my favorite. Those are my favorite 1S for outside.
They're lighter than this though.
Yeah. It's funny because there's every like specific thing is so different, I guess, for everyone too. Like what you like. Like what's your dream quad? Like your favorite thing to fly?
Really? Like as of now?
Yeah.
Mobila 6, I guess. The
The new
2024
one?
one is not here though. Yeah, the new one.
The new one. That's your favorite thing to fly.
Oh yeah. Other than that, it'll be the Crux 35 and the Mobila 803. Yeah. So yeah, I guess these are the ones that I fly most. Oh yeah, and my own custom quad, my Shogun 4-inch.
That's probably fun, huh?
It really does its job. I mean, to be honest, it's like they're all fun. Every single one of these is all fun. It's just that it's got specific jobs for specific needs. Like if you want to go for like really fast and hard, right, then you go for the Crux 35. And if you want to go like cruising freestyle, then you go for the 4-inch. Then after that, if you want like something like tight spaces but good video, then you go for the Mobila 8. Yada yada yada. I feel that every quad has its own purpose and needs and purpose.
Yeah. Well, you used to do like that racetrack and stuff. Yeah, you haven't done that for a long time.
I retired from racing.
Yeah.
There you go. My race squad.
What the heck is that?
This is a Carrera Talon V2. Yeah, it's on an F7 though.
Yeah, that's a hefty. That looks hefty. That reminds me of the bloody TBS pod racer thing.
Yeah, it's close. Either that or the Campfire Quad, but the company that closed down. But now it's called the Open Racer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're familiar with the Open Racer, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so but originally it was the Campfire Quad CF1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that designed by Limon?
Not sure. I got this as a birthday gift.
You have good friends.
Yeah, I'm blessed to have good friends. So it's like if anything, it's like they've been awesome people in and around. So
yeah, every time I make like that perfect FPV friend, like that for me was this French guy named Tommy, and so I have another buddy, Ray, and Ray would just get angry all the time. Like one day his dog eats his drone, or like bad things would happen to him, and he'd be angry all the time. And then there was Tommy, and Tommy kind of like one of those guys where he has his like GoPro on a 5-inch, and he's always careful. Like he's never really aggressive. He's always careful. So like I can't keep any drone because I destroy everything because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. So, but it's understandable, man. It's like you buy like something that costs like a few $100, and then it's like you take one flight and then you crash, and that few $100 just blows in the air just like that.
Oh, mama!
Bless you.
Yeah, I can't just go and fly gentle. Like I think of long, like oh, mommy. Okay. I think about long range pilots that like I think I would enjoy kind of coming down a big mountain, and like if it was really scenic, like I want to go do that in Iceland.
Yeah.
But just in general, I want to freestyle it, or I want to flip it around. I want to like.
Couldn't you fly in the mountains in Canada?
I live in Toronto. Like I live in the city basically, and it's
just
just
like a few hours drive out,
like
out
when you look.
west.
Yeah, when you look at, how do I even do this? Can I do it? Yeah, you look out my window, just like you see what you see.
Yep,
Like it's
it's all
just,
buildings, man.
yeah, it's just bloody buildings everywhere. So like even like going out in here and like flying, it's dangerous because it's easy to it's easy for your signal to be like just gone.
Oh yeah, I just realized that you're north of Pittsburgh.
I'm not from Pittsburgh.
No, north of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's
Oh,
in
like,
your south. Yeah, and
yeah.
you've got like thousands of miles before you actually hit Quebec.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like five hours away.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like the Canada I've seen on like videos and whatnot, so really it's really beautiful. So yeah, I guess you have to take a 5 hour drive just to get a nice scenic, picture
Like
that you want.
I fly, like for me, all of FPV is almost like guerrilla FPV.
Ah,
Like so on my way to work, there's like this stop where I can go and there's this like beautiful big building. So like
right,
sometimes I'll just get off at the station with all my equipment ready. I go
right,
outside and do the dive and then I get
right.
back in the subway and go home or whatever.
Nice. Yeah,
And there's just people everywhere, there's buildings everywhere, and it's just crazy. And rent here is insane. If you want to like I can't afford a house. The houses here are all $1 million and up. it's
yeah,
it's crazy. And you go on to public transportation and everyone's crammed in and there's homeless people pooping themselves. It's just it used to be like a really good city, but after COVID it's just become kind of crazy.
yeah. No, I mean, I really understand. It's like lots of business go bust during COVID. Yeah, so it's really understandable. Yeah, I mean, even then, it's like to be able to sustain this hobby itself, as it is good enough. I mean, just to be able to have fun and just enjoy. So of course, we try to be as careful as we can as to not to destroy our equipment.
Well, now I have my own frame, so like that makes it more like I don't give a crap either, right?
Oh
It's
yeah, the
just like,
discus is like the head, but it's like no. How long did it take for you to design the discus?
it took 2 years. It took two
Yeah.
years because the reason it took 2 years though is because I had it in my head, but
Yep.
I couldn't get
Couldn't draw
anyone
it out.
to do it for me. So
Right.
I had to learn AutoCAD and stuff, and it's just I still don't really understand it all.
Where
But
did you have it cut? Like locally or?
like in China somewhere.
Ah, okay. So you
Yeah.
send them the drawings and they do the designs and cut for you, and then
Yeah,
that's
like
what
I
you get
sent
back.
her the files, like just it's just a flat file of the frame, and then they cut it for me. But I just got 1 sec. I'll show you. I'll show you some. I just got two more. So, where are they? Oh, where the heck I put them?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Toronto FPV doing a live stream. So please do give a like and subscribe, and give a comment in the description box below. While he's away, so he's on my left side. Right?
Nobody's saying anything. I don't know if anyone everyone's sleeping or something.
Well, probably still waking up, and it's like if there are any viewers out there, it's like they're probably just leaving the TVs or phone on. That's about it. So it looks like we have about 6 people online. I think I'm one of them. So hi everyone, welcome to Toronto FPV's live stream. This is your boy Shogun Emperor talking nonsense while Toronto FPV is away. So he's back. Shh.
Okay, so Yeah, so the discus took 2 years because it just. The other thing was that I still haven't, like, now I'm ready to kind of release it. So I have to set up my website with all the different options and everything. But I didn't want to sell anything that didn't, like, then I had to learn 3D printing, right?
Yep.
So like the bumpers, like the way that one more second.
All the accessories.
Yeah, all the accessories. Like, I wanted to be able to have all sorts of different options, right?
Right, so, absolutely, man.
Yeah, so I have so many. Like, I have like I have like 10 of them, and they're all in different, like, configurations.
Bye,
so
Chris.
Like I messed around with this is aluminum, and it has
nice.
It has the Vista in there.
Ah, nice.
And it fits in 18 millimeter slammed.
Ah, sweet.
Then this is like the Synolog.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, so it's like the Synolog. So you can put a GoPro on it and fly around like that.
Yeah, so we've got Rain Squad FPV, who's living in Detroit. He says he gets where you're coming from when he said it's hard to fly in the city, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally agreed.
So, but this is basically what I really want. I wanted these bumpers to be right.
Oh yeah.
I wanted them to.
Printing.
I wanted them to look nice, and it was so hard to print these because they cover the frame and they cover the motor.
Yeah.
So when it hits, this thing can just take such a beating without dying.
Yeah, it doesn't get dirt into the motors too.
Yeah, it takes the hit, but the problem was printing it because it's just one big overhang, right?
Right.
So trying to get it to print so that I could have it flat and be able to, like, get it in there, that was probably one of the hardest things. And then just trying to design stuff. I just redid this fin because now I know how to, like, design things that go sideways.
Yeah. So it's funny. It's like, for the drone hobbies, right? Things that coincides, like, together with drone hobbies, it's like 3D printing.
Yeah.
Electronics, soldering, filming videos.
Yep. And I have the background. From YouTube because I've been doing YouTube before, and then I've also have photography since I'm 19. I'm a hairdresser.
Yeah.
So I got into photography because I'd be doing shoots all the time where I'd be styling hair for models. And I'd style hair for models, and then I picked up photography because I'm like, what am I going to do while I'm there? So I started bringing a camera with me. I say, hey, is it okay if I take a couple pictures too? And then every photographer I work with, I try to learn a few different things, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that's what's so neat about people. Oh, yeah.
So we got Blue FPV who says that he's got dirt and sand in the motors, and through the bumper, and the bumper. It sounds terrible.
Well, don't do that. Stay away from baseball diamonds.
No, I feel you, Blue. It's what I've had, like, tons of crashes, with the motors into the dirt, into mud. It's really terrible, and it's like you got, like, jammed motors. It's horrible. So I feel you, man.
You know that feeling where it's like where you flick the motor and you're like, I hope it's still alive.
Yeah.
When they start vibrating, like, okay, so with Happymodel, curious about that. Like, do they give you a certain amount of motors? Like, do they say, like, hey, we're going to give you this many motors, or if you break something, you get something new? Or is it more of something where, hey, you get to try one of everything?
You get to try one of everything, and usually when I have something damaged, they'll just replace it for me. Like, Yeah, so they won't go like. I mean, they're really cool and chill. So we've got a very good understanding. I mean, we've been together for like many years already. So yeah, so they really, how to say, help me out. It's like in many ways. It's like, if I were to burn a flight controller, and then it's like, okay, we'll send you one as soon as we can.
Yeah, like there's some things too that I've noticed. Lots of the things have come and gone because I have like a business account with them, so like I know Tina and a little bit Chris. I think I annoy Chris a bit. And like it's just interesting how they made that pancake, the pancake.
Oh yeah.
Like, why'd they just stop doing that, do you know?
See, every time when this is my personal opinion.
Yep.
So every time an organization builds something, for the masses, not everything gets sold, right? So if let's say, for example, I'm selling like 10 pancakes today, but I'm selling 500 Mobile 8s tomorrow.
Yeah.
10 pancakes are just like, okay, so this is not moving well, so let's not produce this anymore. Yeah, that's basically it.
Well, I just feel like some of their products everybody knows about. Like everybody knows about the Mobula 6. And I think lots of people didn't even know about the pancake.
Oh yeah. So it's like I guess it's awareness. Not many people are aware of the releases of every single product by Happymodel, or not just Happymodel, like in every other drone companies as well. Like when I say Crux, right? You'll think of the Crux 35, right?
I think of the 3 actually.
Yeah. Our Crux 3 is like, in that sense. But there is another company that built a drone frame called a Crux.
Okay.
A micro as well. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the company though.
Yeah. I watch it. From the time I started, I obsessed. So I watched like every pilot, everything, because I think that you learn a lot too. You can learn a lot about FPV by watching someone good fly. Like you can learn techniques.
Absolutely.
And you can see, like, you can't hide a bad drone.
Oh yeah.
Like you can a little with the stabilization, but when you see raw footage of a drone, like you can tell right away, like if the tune is crap or if the frame is crap. Like you can really tell by the way it flies. Like I can see the moment that people are like flying the whoops that are a little bit too heavy.
Oh yeah. You
Like,
can see the
you
jitters
can
and the
see them
top wash.
fighting with the weight. I always find it funny when like the reviews come and there's like something new and it's crap.
But I can tell you that most of the time, right, it is just the way an individual flies. Like for example, the tiny whoops. If 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 you were to like do, say, a basic power loop, right, and you just do a power loop like that, and if you were to fly it the way you would fly a micro or a 5-inch, then what's gonna happen is that when you're coming out from that power loop, this is gonna go like that, as compared to when a tiny whoop pilot does a power loop, it's gonna be like really smooth, like So
Because it
there's a
needs
way
the
to move.
momentum to stabilize.
Yeah.
Like you can't take a tiny whoop. Like if you take your Mobula 8 and you try to dive a building, good luck. It'll
It can be done.
it can, but it's too top heavy. So it's like you have to use the momentum. You know what I mean? You have to kind of corkscrew a bit.
Yeah, it's like to ease up on the angles. Yeah.
You can't just take the Mob 8 and go straight down a tall building. The weight on the top will pull it like this.
I can actually. It's like the
Make
weight.
that video.
Yeah, it really depends on the control of the. That's the thing. So it's like it all boils down to the drone pilot. So it's like I said, it's like for a tiny whoop, they could make this look good in the hands of someone who flies a 5-inch. Most of the time, they probably can't couldn't do as well, like as smooth. Yeah. So I mean, first you need to know like each and every individual quad or whoops way of movement, I guess. So in this sense, it's like, if I fly whoops all the time and I fly a 5-inch, I probably won't do so well on a 5-inch. There are
See,
some that
I
does.
don't even fly a 5-inch.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
fun.
I found a Recon long range digital quad for $200, so I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, it's a
Like it
good
was like
steal, man.
I'm just like the Vista with the camera is $200, so I bought it, I flew it, I just used it as an excuse to make a little review, and then I took
Yeah,
it apart and I traded the frame and the motors with my buddy for FC,
right.
like an FC stack. So he gave me
Yeah,
that, and then I
right.
took all the insides and I built another discus with it.
Nice. Okay, we
But
got Blue FPV who says a review without FPV cam footage is not a review. I agree to a certain extent. Yeah, I agree. It's like, okay, let's say for example, if you're reviewing a particular drone or what, oh, this drone flies great, and this drone is this, that, this is like best drone in the world, and then you got no footage. Like, what?
yeah, you have to show the footage. You can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the discus took 2 years, and then these guys took one day. In one day, I did my next two.
Oh,
So
nice.
there's this.
What is that?
I call this one the Psycho. It's a 2.5
Ah,
inch.
that's a 2.5 inch.
Yeah.
Nice. True
So
X.
yeah, True X 2.5. It's just gonna be like a kind of like a mini discus. I shortened it a
Nice.
bit, and I'm gonna design like some sort of like canopy style thing. And then this one is basically just like, this is called the Whisper.
It's a silent ninja.
Yeah, it's just tiny. It can fit 2 inch basically, but it's just bare minimal.
Nice. This
You
one
know,
looks good though.
yeah. So even this, like trying to do these three stupid circles for the screws,
Oh yeah.
like I didn't know like the calculation to like figure out, because it's not like I spent like 3 hours trying to bloody just get these motor holes properly, and then one of my buddies sent me a little tutorial, and I'm just like, now I can do it no problem in a couple minutes, because there's like these things in the program where you can just, it'll do the circles perfectly, and I'm just like, there goes 3 hours. That's the thing that I like. I love building things. I like designing things, but just the amount of time that disappears, or when something is wrong, it's a nightmare.
Oh yeah. So it's like, a normal person would actually see like, the end product, but they didn't see all the work that's done behind in the background, like, all the hours spent, putting into the design, or, learning how to do the damn holes.
Or the motor rearranging, like before,
Oh
like
yeah.
I love how easy Betaflight is now.
Oh
Like
yes.
the motor thing, because before
Oh God.
you had to like take all those motors and change the inputs and like,
Yeah, it's called resource motors, man. I do it. I had to do that on a lot of my quads,
yeah,
So I have to go into Betaflight CLI and have to use the CLI command, the
yeah,
command lines. Yeah, so like, resource motors 1, resource
yeah.
motors 3. Oh damn.
I was making a video about how to do that just when they released, and then they
Betaflight
released that
4.
thing. And I'm just like, yes, like, it just makes things so much easier.
Oh, you went like, yes. I'll go like flip the table. It's like, it took so long to do this video and this comes out.
Yeah, well, it's tedious. So like the way that I don't ever want to make tutorial videos. I think that most of the time I have a problem. I'm trying to
Yeah,
fix it, and I'm trying to
yeah,
learn, and it takes me, let's say, like a few hours. So then
yeah,
if I can make a 5-minute video that'll help somebody
yeah,
quickly with the
yeah,
same problem, Those are the videos. Those are the times I make tutorials. But I don't ever like wake up and say, "Oh, I wonder how I can help someone today." You know, it's more of just helping other people deal with the crap that you have to deal with, right?
Oh yes, lots of it.
Yeah, because
like,
you do those too, where you like kind of share something here and there, like
I just share everything that I know that I went through because
yeah,
I couldn't like people couldn't help. And it's like, there's 10,001 ways that goes wrong, and that doesn't fix my problem.
like that antenna on the capacitor thing. That was interesting. And I'm just like, which side of the capacitor does it matter?
Oh yes.
Oh, it does?
For sure. Oh yes, for sure. It's like, every capacitor has got like a positive and negative, right?
Okay.
So it's like, So it's but this particular capacitor is like, I think it's a neutral capacitor, so it's like either side works fine.
Because I think I looked at the board after, and I felt like there were two capacitors that were right next to it.
Yeah. So usually it's like a positive and a negative. So, but in this sense, this particular capacitor is okay to solder on either side. Yeah. Or like flashing ELRS, blue FPV. Oh yeah, that's one big massive headache, man.
Yeah, I had problems with Crossfire, so Express LRS has like made me very happy. Like,
oh yes,
I think it is a bit of a learning curve, but once you got it, I think almost always just use the Wi-Fi. Like, just use the Wi-Fi because it's easier. You can take your radio and like put it into the Wi-Fi, and then just do it with your phone.
But I get where Blue is saying. It's like, he's saying that it is getting into that moment. It's, if you don't know about Express LRS, then you don't know, like, you need to download the Express LRS configurator. You need to have flash to the latest version, and then you need to actually look through onto, which particular model do I select for the firmware, blah 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 blah. This goes on and on. And if you don't know all that, right, then you won't be able to use Express LRS to its full capacity.
So, and ever since 3, it's been so much better.
Oh yeah, except for the latest one, 3.3.2. I'm having problems, like really.
Yeah, I don't even bother. Why are you gonna do that to yourself?
I have to test it out.
Okay.
Since I'm one of the first few here to use Express LRS.
See, for me, the only reason like I upgrade is because Happymodel shipped their stuff on version 3. So then I had to take all of them, and it was really weird coming from 2. You had to put like a specific like 2.35 or whatever. Like you had to upgrade it to that version and then go to 3. But ever since 3, it's been a lot better. And then there's the on beta flight, you just use the preset.
Oh yeah. So it just makes it a lot easier this day and age as compared to like years ago. So Blue FPV says the biggest problem is that people connect the copter too early when the receiver falls out of bootloader. Oh yeah, I agree. So it's like, before it's fully flashed, and it unplugged.
Oh. Yeah. See, I do it by Wi-Fi now always. Because then it's just on my phone, and it's easy to always know I have that bin file.
Yeah, true. Sometimes Wi-Fi doesn't work though. So it's like, I have like one flight controller that couldn't get into Wi-Fi.
See, for me, all kinds. USB cables. Sometimes USB cables don't work.
Oh yeah.
And my computer,
I have tons of them.
My laptop I have an old laptop, and everything works on the laptop, but I still like I have like a computer that's like it's like a gaming computer I built. So just for doing YouTube stuff. But but ever since I got into FPV, I think I screwed up all the USBs.
Yep.
I screwed up all the USB drives. So they're just exactly. USB drives are the bane of my existence. Yeah.
And that's exactly what Amino Acid just said.
Yeah, no, that's what I read that.
Oh, you read that Bane of
Yeah, like it's a weird thing because I noticed with the adapter, when you take the USB adapter to USB-C, the moment you plug in with USB-C, like it seems to always work perfectly, but those stupid little the micro USB, sometimes they just don't want to connect.
Yeah, amino acid says don't buy cheap cables. Yeah, I agree. Don't buy cheap cables. You gotta get these like really braided ones, like this nice purple color braided ones with this aluminum sleeve right here. And you can feel it to the touch.
Okay, you wanna let's do.
Oh yes, blue FPV. But the blue FPV and amino acid has something that's like amino acid says he always use Wi-Fi. Blue FPV says sometimes Wi-Fi has error. And yeah, I agree with both of you. It's like I do have things that
Look how thick mine is. Ooh.
It's like insulated wire, man. Holy crap! So how much voltage are you sending through that?
Oh yeah, that can send like 100 volts, man. Oh, did my wife just leave without saying goodbye to me?
She did.
She's. I didn't even get a goodbye.
Yes, Happymodel uses the micro USB adapter. Yeah, I use that too.
And it works. Like it's like it works better. It's weird.
Hey, Winjambi has just appeared. Hey, fam, Winjambi from South Africa.
Oh, how come I don't see it?
Oh, it's on the comments. It says, "Hey yo." Well, I've got my laptop on this side, so it's one of the reasons why I keep looking down on this.
Okay.
Hi, fam. What's up, man?
Okay, another thing. I don't know if this is like imposing or whatever, but like, because whenever you do like a Happymodel video, it says paid promotion. Is that because they gave you product, or do they actually pay you to make videos?
No, they gave me products. I mean, like all this Mobila 6, Mobila 8, or whatnot, sponsored.
Okay, yeah, but they don't pay you to make YouTube videos.
You got to read further down the sentence. It's like paid product sponsorship and whatnot. It's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got that's why it's called a. But on the YouTube video, it just says paid promotion.
Yeah.
But yeah, paid could be in cash or in kind. Mine is in kind.
Yeah, that's what I was just curious about that, because it was just like I was just wondering if like people are actually like making money making YouTube.
Oh, there are some that do. There are some that do.
Some
Some actually get paid cash.
We got who pays cash?
Okay, I've got a couple of emails asking what are my rates to do a video for them, for like if they're gonna send a product to do a review. Yeah, but I mostly turn them down because it's like my channel is mostly for drones, hobbies, and things like that, RC stuff. So probably their product doesn't go in line with the viewers, and with viewers, I don't have many viewers, so it's like they are very very important to me. So I try to give whatever videos that I make to be in line with what they want to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good.
Oh no, so Winjambi is Caribbean. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I've seen it. How come like why don't
It's too far south. I'm sorry, bro.
It's just so you're getting it into chat in your chat, but I guess I'm not seeing when your people talk. But you're seeing when my people talk.
Yeah, just scroll on your chat. Scroll up.
Okay. You know what? It was only showing the top chat. It was
So you just scroll up.
It was keeping you out of the wind jumble. Are you guys? Have you guys flown together before?
Oh no.
Oh no, he's not.
Yeah, Winjambi is like this guy I watch on YouTube. Amino acid too. I watch everybody's videos as much as I can. It's like I try to watch everybody's videos. Yeah, I think that's very important to watch other people's videos. There are people on YouTube who actually do FPV videos, but they've never watched once any other. They don't watch other people's videos, and so I try to watch as much as I can,
Yeah.
just for support. Yeah, like your videos. Like if I were to just scroll here, I could see that who you did the live stream with in the past 3 videos.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I post videos. I try to do almost every day.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
so if so I'm just replying to amino acid. So he says he needs to learn to make videos. So I think you got to like use the basic software, whatever that's free. Like
yeah,
I use a
there's
MacBook.
CapCut.
Yeah,
I made
yeah.
a
Or you can use it.
tutorial. I made a
Yeah,
tutorial to help people actually specifically to edit. Like
yeah.
if you go on my thing, I made like a whole like tutorial that shows you how to cut, how to color grade, how to like do everything simply in CapCut, and it's free. So check
CapCut.
that out.
Yeah, yeah.
But editing FPV videos is fun. Like
I hate it.
you hate it?
It's just time consuming.
Yeah. Go.
Goggle flu. Goggle flu.
Go. What did you just do?
I took out recycle,
Oh.
which you never do.
Okay, you got
Yeah.
any questions for me?
Yeah, so what's your favorite flying quad?
The discus.
I just had to ask, man. It's like, well, what about the discus that you like so much? The balance, how it flies.
Well, like the whole reason I made it was because like I got all those little like sub 250 things, like the petrel, the tadpole, all these different things. I don't know if you ever seen the patch ray.
Yep.
So TBS has the patch ray, and the patch ray was a guy named Pavel, and he's in Dubai, and he designed the patch ray. And I saw another pilot. This other pilot, basically, he was flying the tadpole. So I was finding all these like micro pilots, and that's how I found like you and Nathan and Angry Dom. And then so then there was this pilot that was Ryan, and he was very interesting and very not like crazy, but very like a very slow, smooth pilot that would do lots of flips and tricks. But it was very, I don't know, he's one of the only people that I really like actually like enjoy watching his flight videos. I find them like just soothing. And then he switched from the tadpole to the patch ray. And I was like, this thing, like, it just the way that it moves, I like it. So then I found the guy that made the patch ray and we became friends. And then I flew the patch ray for like a whole like 2 years. And it was neat because he made it so that it could do analog, but if you change the canopy, then it could do the vistas.
Okay.
So I think yeah, so this
right. So Blue FPV says the discus becoming my favorite frame. Favorite what?
I see you flying it all the time, Blue. Makes me happy. But this is basically
pretty quickly.
This is the patch ray.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, it's a beautiful, the design, like the little wings.
Yeah.
The
like the white.
So even had because everyone was on Crossfire back then. So the Crossfire sits here and then it goes around and into this hole.
Right.
So it's like the Crossfire bar would like fit across the front, and then the battery goes underneath, and then the GoPro would go on top.
Right.
And he made like a naked GoPro mount for it. So it's really neat, like the way that the weight is balanced with the GoPro on top and the battery underneath. It's like a little slingshot.
Right.
So, and then he made one with a bigger canopy for the bigger cameras, and him and I kind of became friends, and that was all I flew. But I wanted to be able to have the battery on top. Yeah,
for balance.
Yeah, I wanted to just be able to have a bit more options, and also this only takes the 12mm motors.
Right.
So
you can't put the 9s in it.
No, you can't put 9s in it,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have a 20x20. It only takes whoops.
35.5.
Yeah, it only takes the whoop stack. So
yeah.
So then I started learning like stuff, and right now my favorite configuration, it's very weird, but it's kind of like this.
Oh, the pusher style. Okay.
Yeah, so with the stack underneath and the motors underneath, and then the battery toilet tanked on top,
right,
and then I can put the GoPro here,
right,
and then
it doesn't, and the props doesn't get in the way of the video.
Yeah, and with the O3, what I'll do is I'll install this here on top, and then you have no props in view, and it only weighs the O3 one only weighs 220, only weighs 200 grams, and then this one weighs about like 100, 200, and this one's around 230 grams with a naked GoPro 10.
Yeah, it's naked GoPros are good. It's like saves lots of weight.
Yeah. So yeah, I got it down to 36 grams for the naked GoPro 10.
So Amino Acid says hilarious. Always wondered what building upside down would be like. It'll be like this, like over here, the one that Matt is holding.
Yeah, like so I did not expect this to fly that well. Like I didn't think I didn't think that it would, and then when I started doing it, I'm like, now I actually want, like, I'm converting a lot of them. So I'm actually taking the silver one, and I'm turning it. I'm going to turn it into a pusher with the OG DJI cam.
Right.
And that's going to be the Disco Classico.
Nice, Disco Classico. So Rain Squad FPV says he doesn't think he have enough YouTube clout to have any known videos. You gotta watch more YouTube, bro.
Tell me you're virgin without telling me you're a virgin.
Wait, what are you reading, man?
Oh, there was a hidden comment. It says, tell me you're a virgin without telling me you're a virgin. Like, I have a child. That's why my wife loves me so much, because I'm such a nice virgin, right? Oh man, that's funny. Okay, here you can see it. You don't see it? Oh, another moderator handled this. Who the heck's here?
Lawrence Irby.
He's done.
Yeah, see, I told you. You don't like long live streams, 30 minutes.
Thank you.
I feel her.
Okay, what are you most excited for? Like, is there anything you're looking forward to?
Don't know, man. I take like one day at a time. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. So I couldn't help myself.
It's about family. It's all about family.
I mean, it's like, no, yeah, but what he said does make sense. It's like, especially, my buddy Alan. It's like, this is how I say, the things that we live by. This is the way, man.
This is the way. He's leaving me. Okay. Oh yes. It's a happy day today. So basically, MEP sent me a set of motors to review.
Nice.
Okay.
Congratulations, bro.
So I put them into this build, and I had a stack where the FC died,
Right.
but I still had the ESCs. So I wired up my brand new Rush F7 to those
Right.
ESCs, and then I wired up all these MEPS motors onto it. And then I'm like, I'm not going to use a smoke stopper. Smoke stoppers are for little girls. And I plugged it in. And the motor blew up. And I'm just like, how am I going to do a review? And it was bloody the day that, so 2 days before the eclipse.
Okay.
2 days before the eclipse, my O3 just it doesn't do video anymore. So I've had
so this is very important.
Yeah.
Stopper. Yeah.
I have one. I had one right there on the table, but I just I'm an idiot. So
it happens to the best of us.
So I know it wasn't a mistake with wiring. Like everything was soldered perfectly, everything was good. It's just that the FC that was dead, I didn't realize the ESC was dead also. So as soon as I plugged in, it's like that ESC was faulty, and it killed my motor. And then I'm just I'm trying to get this build done for the eclipse. So a 2-hour build turned into a 6-hour build, and you can see there's the MEPS motors here.
Nice.
And then there's the Happymodel 1404s in the back.
What monstrosity!
Well, I had to get it to fly, right? And they're basically almost the same, but the MEPS, they're 2 grams heavier. They have an extra ring around the magnets. I don't know if you noticed, on the 1404s, they're really good and efficient, but there's no protection. It's just bare minimum. So they're good for efficiency, but they're not good for being bashed around. So on top of that, there's one of these, something's wrong with one of these motors where, when something is just off with the motor, where it flies fine, but if you try to do a power loop or something, it desyncs.
Yeah.
And it has to do with just the motor being off. So one of these motors has something like that. So it can do rolls, but it can't do power loops. So if I do a power loop with it, the whole thing just flips out. So then I had to fly this to film the eclipse, and the whole time I couldn't do any freestyle or anything because I knew it would break. So now I get to go rebuild it. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
And they were actually surprisingly nice, because I know when they started, there was a lot of nonsense going on.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I mean, Maps, the product itself is actually pretty decent. Windjambi actually had the set of motors and flight controller as well, I think, from his video. And I've had a set too, and it's on my Volodor too. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you got the big ones.
Yeah. They fly nice and smooth.
Yeah.
I really love the way it flies.
I actually they feel like the weight is worth it.
Yeah.
Because that's what Happymodel needs to do, the Unibel. So
Unibel. It is Unibel.
No, the 1404s are not Unibel.
Oh, the 1404?
The 1404 has the top. It has the top and the bottom. So it's just
I thought you meant the 0802s.
No.
Those are Unibels.
I don't care what those are. I avoid the hoops. But you know what? Happymodel Electronics, of all the cheap companies, Happymodel has the most reliable electronics, I find. Just the frames. The frames, I find the battery tray, they need to redesign the battery tray so it's a little tighter and a little thicker.
Yeah. But you won't be able to fit all kinds of batteries though. So wait, you're talking about the Crux 35, right?
I'm talking about, like, for instance, when you look at the Meteor 75, the Meteor Pro 75 frame.
Mobulus 7. Meteor 75 is a better FPV, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, when you look at the way that the Meteor 75 frames are designed.
In reference to the Meteor 75. Okay.
The battery tray is solid. But with the Happymodel battery trays, what I do is I go to the inside of the tray, and right in the corner, I'll put just a dab of in there. Yeah. So I'll go, like, to the inside of that tray, and I'll put a little bit of the 5 second.
Oh, right.
Because it's hard, so it makes it a little bit thicker.
Really? It's like I have difficulty putting stuff into this tray.
Well, because you're also using bigger batteries, I guess.
What batteries do you use?
I'm always.
Oh, you're the 500. 530,
yeah,
right?
530 is usually the biggest I'll fly on them. I'll usually be flying 300s for indoor and 450 outdoor.
I barely shove this in. It's like.
But what is that?
It's a 660.
See, I don't enjoy flying those. I find them too heavy.
Oh God, it's like, yeah, it's as far as I could get without shoving it all the way in.
Yeah, to me, the 530, I guess, are the perfect for that.
Should I shove it in from the other side? If one way doesn't work, let's try the other way. Oh no, actually, because I've switched the mount of this.
And you haven't cracked that already?
No, not yet.
Well, maybe you're just fortunate. Like, I'm very unfortunate when it comes to FPV. Everything I touch falls apart.
It's different because it's like, you've got 4 seasons over there. I've only got 2. It's either rain or sun.
Rain or sun. Yeah, we got winter, and it gets cold, and then the frames get weaker.
Yeah. And cold actually changes the plastic material, so they tend to break easily in cold climates.
See, like, I like the Mobula 4 V2.
Yeah.
The one that's on those mob lights, I think.
I forgot what flight controllers are those.
Those have diamonds.
Diamond F4.
Yeah. Can I get a free drone kit? we want free drone kits. We're just the little guys.
Yeah, I agree with Amino Acid. It says that, one big reason he loves the fractal frame. The fractal frame is actually really good, but it's a bit pricey, but good.
Yeah, the fractal is stable. It's really good for getting, like, smooth flights, but it's too heavy. Well, now you can do everything with the big KV motors, so you can make up for it by putting, like, 25,000 kV motors. But back before, everything was 19, and when you put the 19 on the fractal, it's not that fun.
Judas says, "Come on, guys, I need one." Yeah, well, when Toronto FPV goes 3,000 subscribers, you'll do a giveaway.
Every now and then, you know what? Nobody cares about my giveaways. Like, Albert Kim is always complaining and whining about trying to get good people to the giveaways. And, like, for me, I do a giveaway and nobody comes.
Right. It's like, not at, like, my buddies and I did a couple of videos. There's this guy, Lionel. He does TikTok videos. He's famous on TikTok, and he says nobody watches your videos. It's like it's a truth to some extent. It's like, no one watches your YouTube video. Just like, I do it because I love doing it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I don't do it for the views.
It's kind of like, well, I've always looked at Instagram kind of like a long time ago. We used to take pictures and go develop them and put them inside an album. And I remember when I was 16, around 16, I had a relationship where we broke up, and I realized that we didn't take any pictures or anything. So I'm like, there's nothing to hold on to.
Yeah. So Judah asked, what platform do you use for giveaway? YouTube.
Yeah,
Over
YouTube.
here.
If you do giveaways, you got a new subscriber. Haha, less viewers, higher chance of winning.
That makes perfect sense, actually, Anthony. Anthony Torres.
Like, I tried to do this thing where I'm like, send in videos. Like, I want to see your videos, because kind of like something like that. But then 2 people sent in videos, so I gave them both. I gave them both like a fully set up frame.
Nice. It's very sweet of you, man.
But
Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. That's from Rain Squad FPV. Yeah, he covers all the social media just for the giveaways.
yeah. YouTube though, it's because I daily vlog also. So
Yeah.
I decided I'll daily vlog for 1,000 days, so basically 3 years.
Dude, that's madness.
And then after that, I'll probably basically be done. Plus, well, it's more just to get better at making videos all the time. If you do it like crazy all the time, then you get better at it, and it makes all the other videos better. So it makes the drone videos better. It makes the snake videos better. Because I'm in a house with, I don't know if you know, I got like 100 reptiles.
Right. Yeah, I saw your reptile collection. But what inspires you to do YouTube videos? I mean, like, what's your inspiration?
Well, COVID shut my hair salon down for 3 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, I just was at home every day, and I have all these animals. So I'm just like, I'm going to teach people about reptile breeding.
And you started your YouTube video from there? Reptile breeding?
Yeah. So my reptile channel has like almost 13,000.
Nice.
And so the reptile channel was kind of what started it, but I really hated the reptile community. It's just not a good community. And then FPV is such a good, like, I think it's such a good community. There's a little bit of drama here and there, but it's like child's play compared to the reptile community. Because it's just like, imagine you have a dog and then somebody comes and tells you you're not keeping your dog properly, or you should do this, or you should do that. It's so much more
you should have, would have, could have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much more personal than like, I remember one of the first videos with the drone and somebody says, I see prop wash. And it's like, okay, like, like, good for you.
But you have all these kinds of people. I mean, like, these people exist in every single hobby, from archery, drone racing, drifting, NASCAR. You have all kinds of people. I mean, that bike, whatever not. We will have people like this, who's like, oh, you've got this, you've got that, and they will comment every damn thing about everything else. It's like, dude, if you know it, teach me.
See, I look at it like engagement. Like, there's no such thing as a bad comment.
Yeah.
So if somebody says something, I'll actually try to get them to continue.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're wasting their time and I'm getting more engagement, right?
Right. No, I said you didn't age yourself. I think we're around the same age. If you're using that reference. Winjumbi says FPV hobby has so much drama, it's ridiculous. Dude, I just try to go in this year and out the other year, and just struggle to do the YouTube videos and just enjoy the process, man. I could do without all that drama and whatnot, and especially all the nasty comments. I have a dog, so I get the double dip drama. Yeah, I think amino acid shares what you mean about the reptile community.
It's really just, I don't feel happy when I make content for it anymore. Like right now, I have these special snakes. They're called green tree pythons. I wonder if they're like, yeah. So I have these green tree pythons, and I'm documenting. So I'm making videos about them because it's the first thing I've been excited about in a long time.
Sorry, in a moment, while you're looking for your green tree pythons, Cryptic FPV says, what goggles are you guys using? Analog DJI HD0. I have a DJI goggles too, but want to grab the HD0 goggles so I have more options. Well, on a personal basis, Cryptic, I'm using the DJI goggles V2, and this allows me to use the analog adapter on my goggles. So I could actually use HD or analog. I also have my old Fat Shark, which I have the HD0 VRX, but I don't fly those as much because the HD0s just don't last. They just, this is the Moblite 7 HD0, and the VTX or camera just crapped out on me. No idea why, so I rarely fly HD0s. Some work, some don't. If you have the goggles, it's one of the best goggles in the market at this point of time for the HD0 goggles. That is hands down the best goggles. But dude, that's a very awesome looking snake.
Yeah, so these snakes, you have to raise them.
Whoa.
So this is like, I raised these from the time they're babies.
Oh,
so
cute.
So we had
Look at his
13.
face.
Yeah, her name's Genesis, and then in there I got Rebel, and then there I got Alpha, and he's blue.
Wow.
But yeah, she's super cute.
Look at the way they coil up on the poles. Yeah, they look adorable, man.
Yeah, so basically that's the latest thing I've been excited about. So I'm doing like a kind of like a diary.
I love your enclosures, man. They look really good.
Yeah. So, but these snakes, like most people can't hold these snakes specifically because they're very nippy.
Oh yes, of course.
But my girls are just
used
sweet
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, so she had 13 eggs, and we just had so many problems, and then we had babies dying and stuff, and now we're down to, so we went from 13 to 2.
Right. Anthony Torres says he used to have a ball python raised from a baby around 6 feet.
Yeah. We have basically 2 of them left, and they're here. But look at this.
Oh, so cute! Oh my god! I'm sorry for the squealing, guys. that went high pitch, like, you know. Oh, it's so cute! Oh my god!
Yeah. So this is that one I showed you. This is its baby.
Oh, why is it red?
Yeah. So when they're born, they're usually yellow, but the male that I got has genes that can make red ones, and so this one can potentially become blue, and this is like this is like a $3,000 snake.
So Anthony Torres asked if you just have reptiles or do you have spiders or anything else? Lost him there. Lost you there. You have
there
a what?
You go. Look at how cute.
Oh, hello.
Like, they're actually so cute.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you this one.
Eyes.
One's in tight. Yeah, let's do you.
And on today's snake channel, we have Toronto FPV.
Yeah, so before I was Toronto FPV, I went by Mr. Snake.
Oh, Mr. Snake.
Remember that. Look at how cute this guy is. See that?
Oh, nice. So, oh, it's so small, so tiny.
Yeah. They're so
The Rain
tiny.
Squad FPV says, I care for a ball python, cobra, and water moccasin, bearded dragon, leopard gecko, crested gex, Euromasts.
Oh, Euromastics.
Gecko, Euromastics. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Euromastics are too stinky. And same thing with bearded dragons.
You have an Asian water monitor? Really?
No, they're too big.
I used to keep those. We call them monitor lizards here.
Okay, I'll show you another.
So Anthony Torres asked if the colors, do they retain or will they grow out of it?
They'll turn green and then they'll keep changing colors. So that's what's so neat about the come on. So they green tree pythons are like Kinder surprises.
Right.
After about a couple of years, they'll change colors. And then this is Leroy. Look at Leroy.
Ooh.
So these are like the largest geckos in the world. But they kind of look like a gummy alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have my laptop right on my right. So if I'm like looking this way, I apologize.
Yeah, you told
I'm
me.
always
You told me. It's all good. Don't
It's
worry.
for the viewers.
I'm
For the
insensitive.
viewers too, man. Yeah.
That's Leroy.
So Leroy is what is a Leroy?
He's a Leachianus.
Leachionyx.
So these are from New Caledonia. But he's funny. He's a sassy guy.
Yes. Eyes all white. Is his eyes like that or are they closed?
Yeah, those are his eyes. That's actually like, so these are pretty popular, but I never found them really that pretty. And then when I saw Leroy, I was just like, I thought he was super cute. And he's really funny. He's got a lot of personality.
Yeah, he's got this mischievous looking face.
Yeah, no, he's thinking about trouble. And yeah. Let me see if I can grab my water. Okay, so if I it's just
to all
cute
those of you who just joined in, this is Toronto FPV and we are doing a live stream, and Toronto FPV is sharing his reptile collection, if you call it a collection. This is Leroy with the white eyes.
Yeah, Leroy's something else.
That is impressive. That is absolutely impressive.
And then another project I've been
Have you tried to teach them FPV? Oh, nice.
So the regular. So this is Aladdin. So this is the regular size of like a male.
Right.
And then this is like Chonker.
Right. It's literally chunky.
Yeah, so he's like really big compared to.
He's like chunky boy.
Yeah, like I don't know, like that size versus like like he's much bigger.
Right.
So I've been
handle your reptiles and snakes on a daily basis, like almost every day?
I spend about an hour a day. I spend about an hour
each of them
with different ones.
Yeah.
So
I do the same with my quads too. It's like I spend an hour a day just caressing it. Like,
see this?
Look at that. Look at mine.
Looks like an Oreo cookie.
Oh yeah, it does. Wow, I love the patterns on the scales.
Yeah.
Oh, just good striking mode.
Oh no. See, I play with them from the time they're babies. So because I hold them from the time they're babies,
right.
As they grow up, let me show you the famous one.
Amino Acid asks, "Whoa, nice! Want a sub boost? Is that an albino?"
Yeah, this is Sophie.
Sophie.
Yeah, this is Sophie.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, Sophie's been on all the that one Aladdin's pretty funny, but Sophie is.
So Matt, Rain Squad FPV asked if your leopard geckos are vocal because his grunts a lot.
That one Aladdin, he talks quite a bit. It's individual. Some of them don't talk at all, and some of them are yappy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine squeals. It just goes wee. I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it. So it's like, I think I've sat down for too long. My back's killing me.
Okay, yeah. I thought we were only going to do like half an hour. So there, we got 3 half an hours.
3 half an hours.
I made you stay 3 times longer.
Oh yeah. It's like I'm getting old. Back's not as good as when I was younger.
Yeah. So I guess that's good.
Yep. So this is Toronto FPV. Which side? On my screen is on this side, but on my phone is on this side. So yeah, there you go. Toronto FPV.
Yeah.
Do subscribe and give a like on the videos.
Same for you. Basically, what I'm doing now is I'm going through. I have to do that too now, but what I've been doing is going through the. I've been going through the live streams and cutting them so that they're a bit more digestible. Yeah. So I'll be eventually doing that for this and everything, and then it just makes it easier. Like
easier to watch. I mean, compared to a 3-hour live stream or 2-hour live stream.
Like you said, right? Like you find the live when they're too long, right? We got to know each other. We got to talk. We got to ask the things we wanted to ask, and we're friends. Yeah, we're friends. And then I'll have your channel. I'll have your channel linked in the description, so whatever it is, so that people can give you some love. Because it's just there's so many of us that are like making content for so long, and
it's only us.
We're not passing those barriers.
Yeah.
Not really like making a ton or anything. So it's really nice to be able to like I've always found like the big creators seem to always stay with the big creators.
Yeah.
But I want to kind of like get all the little creators and like meet them and connect each other so that it's like more of like friendship and collaboration.
Absolutely, man. I've always told my buddies, no, we only have each other, right? So of course I will have watched all of your videos if you upload them. Yeah. it's the same. It's like, no, we only have each other. But in some cases, it's like, no, I don't get the notifications. So I don't watch some videos of some of you guys. So apologies in advance. But I try to watch as much as I can, and I comment if I can. If I don't comment, I'll just leave a like.
Yeah. So it was nice to actually get to meet you.
Likewise, bro.
and I'll see you around.
Ciao.